All right, it's about to go. I
Yeah,
don't know why that cue that tells me to go live, it won't do it from there. It's very, very strange.
family.
There we are. We live.
Live
We
and in color,
live.
baby.
We live. We're live. Hello world. We're live.
YouTube, what's up? Emily.
Let me get it on the screen over here. Zero
That's
zero
what I'm
one
trying to
nine.
do. I'm trying to get on the big screen so I can
It is.
see comment, but it's not showing live yet on YouTube.
It just did. It'll take a second for you to come in because there's no one knows what we doing anything, boo.
That's
Booski.
right. That's right, Bo. That's right.
That right.
You
We'll
know.
give them a minute. We'll give them a minute to get up in, yeah.
Then they're gonna start coming in by the hundreds, by the hundreds,
Thousands, man. Thousands, dude.
by the
Easily.
thousands.
Thousands. Oh,
People will be out in the streets chanting, uh, uh.
dude, we'll have to beat them off with the sticks, man. We'll
I'm
have
telling you, bro.
it'll be a scary situation here in a minute, man.
Yeah.
Any minute now.
Exciting but scary.
Could be a little concerning, a little bothersome, it is what it is, though. When you become stars like us, we learn to cope. We learn our coping skills.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we're gonna have to hire security.
Definitely, definitely. I know a couple of people might be willing to do some stuff for free too, man. So there's that.
Cool, cool. But I'm sure it's not Cruz or Brett because they always want me in pocket. They want money.
Oh no, no, not them, man. I mean, they're like the backup for the backup. You know,
Yeah,
very.
because Brett messaged me today complaining that he's not getting paid enough for putting those big fish on. I was like, man, know what you talking about, bro? Pay you good.
It, you see it a lot on YouTube, man. These people, they go out, they get out there, and you give them a little extra nugget, just to say, hey, man, I'm with you. I know you're doing right. I know you want to do well. I'm going to give you this extra little nugget for coming over here with me.
Right,
And then before you know it, they act like you paying them $5 an hour or something, and
right.
they deserve. It's just it's ridiculous, and they're out there, man. You gotta be careful with those fools, friends
They
or
are, man.
foes or otherwise.
They are, man. I mean, he thinks just because I'm catching bigger fish, that he deserves more money. And
Okay, but well, I know, but look at it this way, man. I mean, if he's bagging bigger fish for you to hook, that's less fish that he has to carry around. So where's the extra money coming from?
exactly. See, that's my point, man.
I mean, he's carrying around 8 fish instead of 28.
Yeah,
It just doesn't. These people make no sense, man.
they make no sense, bro. You know,
Next thing you know, he'll want a union contract with you. He'll want, if you get a free T-shirt, he'll want a free T-shirt. You know how
yeah,
it goes.
yeah. And next, then he want to be with a GoPro on his chest and be in my videos. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
I'm sure. I'm surprised he hasn't popped out of the water yet, man.
Yeah. He come close the other day, and I was like, "Look, man, you got to stay down. This is the Float Dizzle channel. You can be popping up in here."
It doesn't surprise me at all, man.
He went to
At
wine.
all.
You, you sound like Ranger. This Ranger
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
"Oh, look, it's harder to catch fish on the river."
Man, the
Uh,
current's dragging me downstream, man.
getting downstream. I bet you can't catch them like that on the river.
Well,
I
why
said,
can't I get pink worms? I want some pink worms.
I said, well, we can do this, man. We can have a 1v1 on the river. I'm cool with it. Let's do it.
It's just amazing how much they'll pout, man. You know,
Yeah.
it probably won't be long before Andrew's demanding $500 an episode or something.
I mean, I know it. I know it's coming. You know, what I mean, but he is one of the best there is out there for us.
He is. He's
You know.
he's 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 worth the he's one of the ones that, we could sit down and have a discussion, man.
Yeah,
He's a true weatherman. He
yeah.
knows what's going on.
He knows what's going on, man. You know, and he's one of those. If he starts rolling up his sleeves, it's about to get dangerous. You know.
Yeah. And he's one of the best, man. I mean, most of these weather people you talk to and you know in your life, they only know the weather in their town and maybe a couple counties over. Weather, Andrew, he tell you the weather in Russia.
He dang sure can. I mean, he's always keeping me on top of my game. With he'll mess and let me know, hey, there's some wind coming. Hey, there's some rain coming. Hey, I'm like, I love that. I love that.
And he doesn't mean just today. He can like narrow it down to like 5 minutes out.
Yeah, it's unheard of.
Andrew doesn't say there's a chance of rain, there's a chance of storms, there's a chance of wind. Andrew says it's going to rain.
It's gonna
It's not
rain,
going to rain.
and you better take that to the bank and cash it,
And it's,
son.
and it's going to show up about 12:36. And he's
That's
right.
what I'm talking about. Hey, we only have the best on podcast, y'all. The best weathermen, the best whatever, man. The best drinks. I mean, we only have the
Best sweet tea money can buy.
best sweet tea money can buy. I mean, you know, the sponsors are about to start lining up.
Well, a couple of them we've had to shoo away.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we probably don't really need to tell them too much about that, but yeah, we had to shoo some away.
Yeah, no, and some of them just they ain't acting right, and it shows.
Yeah. Do
And,
we even have any sap suckers in here watching?
we got 3 sap suckers watching.
3,000? We got
Yep,
about 3,000 sap suckers. I was
about
wondering because I ain't seen no comments, so I was just like, but they just scared.
they're probably still eating dinner, watching us. They got the mouthful.
Yeah.
Somebody's bumping the hearts there.
Thank you for bumping those hearts. That helps a lot.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that, man. They're not saying much, so it's probably Brett.
Yeah, because Brett's scared to come in here. Yeah, I think he's worried about Drew's feelings getting hurt or something for coming
Well,
to
that's
another podcast.
Beardus. What's up, man? That's what I've heard. Is he's just he's all in his feels, thinking that other people got feels and they don't have feels, but he has feels because he thinks they have feels, but they really don't.
Right, right. What's up, Beardus? What's going on, my buddy? In the building. Beardus in the building.
Building.
Yeah. I
He's
mentioned
in
you in
that.
my last video, Beardus.
Not by name, but he mentioned you.
I said that sap sucker. I was talking about. I don't know if you watched the whole video, but I was talking about the frog that I caught those 2 fish on. Man, I made the
Oh,
fish to make fun of them.
the top
You know,
water
yeah,
frog.
that top water, that little green. I used to make fun of those frogs, but I don't no more after that day. Because I've
No,
had
man,
that
that was a
frog
nice
forever.
catch.
It was both of them. That I had that frog for a long time and never used it, and I'm like, and I just make fun of them. And then that day I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try this little crazy frog, and it paid off.
Right place, right time, man. That's what all baits are about, right? That's why we have so many different ones.
Yeah, those frogs. Yep.
I don't think I've ever used a frog. I don't think I ever have.
Man, I used one, was it yesterday? No, it was Monday. Monday I went to Ollie's and got me some more of these drinks. And they have fish and stuff. And I found this little white frog. And I picked that thing up, man. And after work, I went straight over to the little pond down the road. First cast with that frog. Bloosh! I'm talking about a huge blow up, man. I went to set the hook and it snapped off.
Damn.
Broke me off. I was like, God, dog. I said, well, that fish has got a frog stuck in his mouth.
Yeah. Powers, what's up, man?
What's good, Powers?
Powers in the building. We
In the
just talking
field.
about frogs. You remember Froggy from the Little Rascals?
So he was lazy fishing. What? Oh, the wacky rig. You know, I haven't owned a wacky rig as much here lately. I've been throwing other things. Um, I did, throw it a little bit today for a minute. And, didn't catch anything, but I did catch three on a black trick worm.
He called him
Nothing
Nap.
big. Yeah, nothing big though, just some little dinks.
That's not bad though. That's not bad at all.
No, I didn't get skunked. I mean, but that little pond's like 5 minutes from the shop. So
Oh, quick little run over. Power said he's been doing some cat fishing.
okay, catfishing. There's a tournament coming up. I'm thinking about going, which I don't ever do no cat. It's been a long time since I've done any catfish. I caught one up in Michigan when I went to see my boy up there on accident. Um, but there's a
You went
tournament.
to see your boy on accident?
No, I caught the catfish on accident. Yeah, I went. I was bass fishing and I caught a dang catfish. I want a crankbait. I'm like,
Really?
yeah,
That is a bit odd.
yeah. But there's a tournament coming up on Walker County Lake. I thought about going. I mean, they pay out pretty good too, man.
Shoot, go get you some of that money, man.
Hmm. They still have a bunch of tag fish up there too. They got some tag catfish. They got crappie and bass.
Well, speaking of Walker County, I saw him. Was that his girlfriend he was posted with in
Yeah,
on Facebook?
yeah. That's his
Yeah,
new lady.
his new lovey-dovey.
Hmm.
Oh, Walker County.
Yeah, I commented on that. I said, "Who's the pretty girl with Joe Dirt?"
Oh shit, that's funny.
I talked to him today, and I said, "Did you read my comment?" He said, "Yeah, I got tickled over it."
Catfish love skipjack chunks. They like chunks of anything pretty much over around here.
Yeah, yeah, chance.
The only thing you have to worry about around here is if you get towards the brackish water, you might catch a few crabs too.
I mean, I don't even know if we have skipjack. I don't even know what that is. To be honest with you, what's a skipjack?
Well, that's kind of skipjack's more of a saltwater thing, isn't it?
I,
Or I'm
I
thinking of
can't,
blackjack. I think of blackjack.
I'm not sure.
I could be confused. Let's see what power per says.
What say you, Pyres? I'm excited. Tomorrow I'm gonna do a video on that 132 piece set that I got sent to me from TikTok Shop.
Oh, ticky-tacky.
Yeah, man. I'm still making money every day on TikTok Shop. It's just nothing big, you know. Commissions like I
You
sell I sell chatterbaits every day. Somebody buys a pack of chatterbaits.
really? Well, see,
Yeah,
you need a new number one hit video.
yeah. Hopefully it's tomorrow.
There you go.
I got the Balaam fishing shirts on there. I've got that soft plastic bag. It's pretty cool, real. But the only thing it's really selling is those chatterbaits, man. The spouters were selling pretty good, and they should kick back up since top water is starting to hit.
You said they're kind of like a thin bass.
Okay.
Definitely not what I was thinking about. There's a skipjack around here is it's kind of like it's a in the tuna family, and you don't want to eat it. Oh, show.
Let me look at these things real quick. I mean, Tennessee's just right down the road, but when I say just right down the road, a couple hours down the road. But I don't
Oh,
think.
oh, there we go.
And YouTube keeps freezing. Are we freezing?
We're not freezing. He needs to figure out. He needs to go pay his internet bill.
Pay your dang internet bill.
Dang it! Dang it, Beardus.
Dang it, Meredith. Dang it, Dirty. I was telling Dirty before we got started, y'all, that I got home from work, pulled up in the driveway, and there was a box, you know, a Amazon box at the front door, and I was like, "Dang it, Dirty!" I thought he done sent something crazy for me
I'm
to
I'm glad you mentioned that. Where's your jelly beans and your hot sauce?
stay in there,
Okay.
but I can't chew the jelly beans right now.
Listen to
Look what
you. I hear you come up with your
no,
excuse.
I'm serious. I ain't got no dang teeth, man. Well, I got
Not
them, but
dang.
I mean, I got them, but they, my gum still ain't healed yet.
I ain't got no dang teeth. Dang it.
I
Dang it.
ain't
Dang
got
it,
no
dirty.
teeth. Dang it, Dirty. What was I supposed to look up? Oh, skipjack.
That's but bigger than a smallmouth. Okay.
Oh, okay. Type of fish, skipjack, tuna. No,
Tuner.
oh, the skipjack tuna. Is that what it is? It
There is
says
a
it.
skip. There is a skipjack tuna. That's what I was talking about earlier. It's a very dark meated tuna that ain't nobody wanting. Ain't nobody having any of that.
Nobody having none of that.
None. Not a damn bit. Andrew,
Stuff, Andrew.
it is Floats Fishing Stream featuring Dirty.
That's right. That's
Andrew,
right.
come up about 11:15 sharp, son. 11:15 sharp.
Oh, it's a river shad.
There you
Hmm.
go.
Skipjack, river shad.
Howard says, "What's up, Andrew?" Pow.
Okay.
Andrew, we did. We didn't get a little rain. We got a lot. That was a crazy shower that we got, man. It
Well,
was
that does look
wild.
like a little bass.
Kiss my bass. I remember we were like seventh or eighth grade. We thought that was so funny to say that.
It's my bass.
I'm watching you on the other screen.
Kiss
Oh
my
yeah.
grits. Yeah, it looks like a little bass. You know, like got more of a those pointy V neck tail.
Looks like a whiting in our world. That's saltwater world though.
Yeah, we got a little rain. We got some thunderstorms yesterday.
That's what we had today. We had some massive thunderstorms. And man, let me tell you this. Today, I swear, it had to have been one of my worst days in a long time. I get up, get going, had to go get bleach and all that good shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Come circle back around the house. I'm like, where are the contractors? Why aren't they here? Oh well, maybe they've already gotten here and gone to the lumber store or whatever. And then well, no, then I pulled in and I was talking to Sarah and she's like, I don't know. And I was like, it's supposed to rain today and they're supposed to put the what the hell is it called? Trivec, tree, whatever it is, the wrap around the wood on your house before they put up
Mm-hmm.
the siding.
Oh yeah.
And I said, and they got other shit to do. I said, it's kind of weird they're not here. Anyway, that caused a big, huge freaking delay in my day. And I was like, it was almost lunch by the time I was headed out. And because I sat around kind of waiting, wondering, if they would show up. And I was like, shit, I gotta go. I gotta go because the house I gotta do is gonna take all damn day anyway, and half the day is already gone.
Right.
and so right when I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna grab me a Jimmy John's spicy Italian before I go to the house and start washing. And Sarah calls me and said, I finally heard from Joey. I was like, where in the fuck is he? So, well, he called wondering if anybody had ever heard back from the uh, um, the city about where we can move the hot water heater, which is a whole debacle in itself. Yesterday there was this big discussion because Joey goes to because you can't have one of those Renai hot water heaters within, and maybe any hot water heater, I don't know, but within 36 inches of a door or a window. And it's on the far corner of our house over there where we're putting two big satellite windows on French doors and then two big satellite windows beside them, right?
Right.
And the side windows are the same size as the door, so it's like four doors that are nothing but glass right there. And it's county or city, the county's code. And so Joey had asked them, if it's okay if we put it around the side where all our other utilities are, it's where the split units are and our AC and everything, and gas and all that good shit, right? And I was like, why in the hell are you asking them? Just put it there. He's like, well, I need to make sure we put it up on its own because he was going to build a platform where it's not even on the house anymore. It's just like right at the house, but it's got its own platform to be mounted to.
Right.
And I was thinking, why in the fuck would you ask them anything? And first off, we called the plumber to move it. So just let the plumber deal with it. The plumber carries the permit. It doesn't fall on me. It doesn't fall on you, right? Blah, 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 blah. And so this whole debacle gets started because now the county inspector is involved, and the county inspector said, "Well, we don't. There's no code for that. We don't have any rule against it." But now they want to interject themselves in it, right? Now they want to tell us what we should do, even though they don't have the authority to do. And he's thought, well, you got to put it, you got to install it to the manufacturer's specs. No shit.
Right.
Is there something that says we can't put it on its own mounted platform? It has to be on the house. No, but if you ask me, that's where it should go. So there's no rule that says it has to go here. Nope. Then shut the fuck up and go on. Bye, Felicia.
Yeah.
It's,
Uh,
yeah. Well, you better make sure that you use Renai's hardware. What fucking hardware? Renai doesn't sell a mounting kit, you dumbass. It unless you like put it on this, like they sell a thing for like commercial stuff where you can have multiples, and it has this like box thing that you can put like three of them on it. It's about the only thing they sell. I'm like, good God, man. And the plumber was like, who called the fucking county? I can tell you this. And so he got involved in it. He was like, basically was kind of like telling the county, y'all need to go fuck yourselves. I have a national license, and it doesn't really matter what you say at any point in time. And and so he's like our electrician. He's like, I follow national code, not just city or county code. And anyway, it was just it was a whole bunch of nothing because the contractor got the county inspector involved over where in the fuck a hot water heater should go, and they don't have any jurisdiction on it, but they wanted to think they did, and I was so drained by the end of that, dude. I then I finally started washing that house around 2 o'clock after all that nonsense, and this driveway is it's the biggest driveway I do. It's a big, huge. It's a big house that you pull up on, and it goes way back up into property. It's this long driveway. Then it has this big, huge, long circular driveway that I mean, as a kid with a go kart, oh, it'd be like NASCAR racing.
oh yeah.
And
Heck
it's
yeah.
got this dog leg driveway that goes off into the back of the house. It's a massive driveway that I have to clean. I'm like, shit, this 1 day job, which takes all day, just turned into a 2 day job because I was like, it's 2 o'clock. I'm washing this house and then I'm going fuck home. I ain't even gonna start on this driveway. So something I could have gotten paid for today, I've now got to wait till lunchtime tomorrow. I'm like, good God, man, it just pushed everything back a half a day on at a time when I don't need anything pushed back half a minute. So it was
Right.
like, I'm fucking tired of it. I got better shit to do, but
That sucks.
yeah, man, when you get these damn building inspectors involved and stuff, and and I know this building inspector. I've known him for a while. It's not like I don't know him too. And he's just because he can nail two by fours together and he passed some math exams on a piece of paper, he thinks he knows everything about building code,
Right. Right.
which is every damn one of them. Every damn one of them. And it was driving
Yep.
me nuts, man.
Beardus, is it the house where you're at that you're asking about, or is it for
Yeah.
somebody else?
No, it's this house.
Okay. Yeah, I got you, man. I got the stuff in the truck.
I got what you need, Beards. I got what you need.
I got what you need, cuz. Just let Sarah loose on there. Yeah.
If you have to wash, hold on, I got to back up because I was on a rant. If you have to wash a house with vinyl siding and has bad green algae because of tree color, bleach.
Got what you need, Bubba. Well, I use, like,
Pool shock.
yeah, Pool Essentials is what I use.
Yeah, you get them. You go in the pool section of Walmart, get a gallon jug of it.
Yep.
Tell Float to come over with his pressure washer. Give him
Well,
some unsweet tea and some beef jerky, and he'll wash them down.
I've got a gallon in the truck.
And Andrew, I'll tell you now, if y'all are paying for Zep or mold armor from Home Depot, you're paying $20 a gallon for a 4-gallon bottle of bleach. That's all, that's what's in there.
Yeah, exactly.
They're literally charging you like $18 for a gallon of bleach.
Yep. Pay $6 or $7 for the pool essentials, I think it is now. It went up a little bit.
Yeah. And that was, well, that was the other thing too, was today, I mean, before I started that job, um, and when Joey wasn't here, I was like, oh, this isn't good. Because I was supposed to go up to Surfside to the pool company and get my big 60-gallon container filled. And I didn't do that. I went to the hardware store and bought 1-gallon jugs, to get me through the job today because I was like, if I go up there and something isn't right, I'm gonna have to come all the way back, and then the whole day's gone no matter what.
Yep.
So I didn't even get that done.
Dang. But you did get the house finished?
I did get the house finished. I did. It's a big house, but I do it like 2 to 3 times a year. So it's literally it's never dirty, and that's their point. They don't ever want to see it dirty.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
but after the pollen, it's this first wash is always the worst because it's got the yellow on it. But I could 99% of that house, I could just probably go around with soapy water just to agitate, get some surfactant to pull up
Yeah.
the pollen real good, and I'd probably be
Yeah.
fine.
Those are the
But
customers you want, man. I
yep,
don't want to see it dirty. You just do it. Yep.
yep. We just want to see dirty. We don't want to see the house dirty.
That's right. We
And
want to see that sapsucker walking around the house.
yep. And but yeah, man, they're this is the phase where I'm doing all my old regular clients with that have been around for a long time. I give them priority, this time of year because they've been around from the beginning. And right after the pollen is when I make sure I get all basically April 15th through the end of May is all those people,
Right.
with few exceptions. But
Yeah. But what you gotta do, take care of your folks.
yeah, and well, it's like um it's funny, man. The calls this time of year. You got any time on your schedule this week? This week. Let's
Uh,
start with asking about this month, and that's sketchy.
that's a good problem to have, though, man.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's sore, but I'm sore today. I had to move a freaking ton of paint. We
paint. Why are you
filled,
moving a bunch of paint?
well, the guy I work for, he owns a paint store too. Well, he has, let's see, he has one, two, three, four. Uh, uh, he has four paint stores as well, and he shut one of them down. Uh, so we were moving paint out of it to one of the other stores, and I loaded a box truck full of paint
I
today.
was gonna say a store full of paint. That's a lot of paint.
Yes, sir. And we're not. I mean, that's just one load was, and all the boxes because they unbox. It's the gallon cans, right, of
Hmm.
paint, all on the shelf. And so we don't have any boxes. So you grab two in this hand and two in this hand, and you carry it out up to the truck, set it
Boy,
down,
those little
grab,
metal rungs will wear on right there
bro.
from pulling them like that.
I grabbed the first two I grabbed and put in the truck. I went straight to my cab, got my gloves. Boss man said,
Yeah.
"You going to get your gloves, ain't you?" And I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "I've already got calluses worn where in the right places, so it don't bother me." He said,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "No, I'm getting my gloves." So I said, "All it took was that
You could
first
already
load."
feel the
Yep.
pinch.
So we loaded that box truck up and took it, a few miles down the road to one of his other locations and then unloaded it. And so we've got, he's done been, taking loads for weeks now.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of paint was in that store. We got maybe one more box truck load and all of the products should be out.
Damn. What's the Sherwin-Williams stores?
It's Preserve Paints, yeah,
Oh yeah. Okay.
the name of it.
Gotcha.
He has one on 280. He just opened one here recently in Auburn, and then he has one in Homewood, and he closed the one in Vestavia down because there was two competitors. One opened up across the street, one opened up down the street, and it just was kind of hurting his business a little bit.
Damn.
So he owns two locations of the lawnmower, you know, places, and then he has those paint stores as well. He's doing pretty good for himself.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
I was
I
telling him
hate.
today, I said, October I'll be with you 11 years. He said, "Daggone." He said, "You part of the family now, ain't you?" I said, "So it had to take 11 years to get me to be a part of the family?" What the heck? What the heck?
How about that family raise? That
Exactly.
that family paycheck.
I need that raise, cuz. But I will be asking for one come October. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm getting, yeah,
the
I'm
diesel's
getting,
gonna get dirty.
I'm
Demand
getting
some
paid,
money.
buddy. I ain't finna do it for free.
Hell no.
Mm-mm. Shoot.
Yeah, I'm the best mofo you got. I walk you in trouble, Jack.
It's like it's gonna cost Eric Beardus, excuse me, it's gonna cost Beardus for me to come up there and pressure wash or whatever he needs pressure wash. It's gonna cost him a
A
lot.
lot.
It's gonna
It's
cost
actually
him
going to cost you 2 glasses of unsweet tea and 6 beef jerkies.
and a fishing trip.
Oh yeah, and a fishing trip.
Mhm.
And a lure allowance.
A lure allowance. Heck yeah. Mhm. I still got, you know, we got a tackle box there that me and Beardus bought probably 6 months ago or longer to do a video on, and we ain't done it yet. Uh, they were kind of the same type lures, but two different boxes. Like one box had like speed worms, and the other box might have had Cincos or crawdads or something like that. And we ain't even done that yet. They ain't even been open.
That's one. And like I said, I'm talking from years back when I used to fish a good bit, especially freshwater. I have never had any luck with a crawdad bait. Never it did.
I don't like today. I didn't. Because I used one today. I used crawdad. I did have a couple blowups on a frog. I used Cinco.
Did you say you had a couple of blow up dolls with you?
A couple of blowups on the frog.
Oh, okay. Is that what we're calling it
Yeah,
now?
sucker. Oh, can't either of us eat beef jerky. Oh, yeah, you got that right. Dang it, man. What was I
Okay.
saying?
Unsweet tea and some Campbell's soup for the love of God.
Yeah. So I used the bubble gum trick worm, and I didn't catch a fish until I put on that solid black trick worm.
It's weird to me because like I know people that can take a crawdad bait or a real one for that matter, zing it out there, And before that thing can get 6 inches under the water, they reeling it back in with something on the end of the hook. Me?
Hmm.
I don't know if there's like a way to work it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It and it seems like it would be kind of a jerk bait action, in my opinion. I mean, just based on what crawdads do, but
Yeah. Just
I've I've
pop it across
never
the bottom.
I've never been able to catch anything on one of those. And I could literally take the same bait off of my line. Oh shit, I'm about to lose everything.
That was a year ago.
Hand
I
it
think it was,
to who I'm fishing with. They
yeah.
throw it out there. It don't sink 6 inches under the water, and they got a 5 pound bass on the end of it.
I'm kind of that way with a jig, man. I've caught one fish in my life on a jig, and other people can just wear them out on a jig.
We missed out yesterday. Cooked 2 pans of homemade Mexican cornbread. Oh shit, damn! I'd have
Oh,
driven from here
see?
for that.
Butter beans. Why didn't you call me, you sap sucker?
Oh shit!
Shoot, that's
You know how he wants to tell us how you missed out.
yeah,
It's not like you missed out because you were invited.
right.
You just should have had like telepathy or something and known that shit was going down.
Should have smelt it.
You should have.
Yeah,
The wind was blowing that way. The thunderstorms were blowing that shit straight in your face, and you still didn't show up.
I should have
That's what he's telling you, man.
my cornbread butter bean senses didn't go off. So I mean, gosh, dog it, man. I love Mexican cornbread and butter
Well, I do
beans,
too.
a
I do
little bit
too.
of mayonnaise.
You, my mom makes her own like Mexican cornbread, and the cornbread dish thing, whatever that you cook cornbread in.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I could clean the whole thing out.
Yes, sir.
Give me some butter, and that whole thing is gone.
Yeah, but I mean, I know I don't have to call, but a little hint would have helped.
Yeah.
Maybe a picture or something. Hey, look what we got, bro.
Throwing hints out 36 hours later.
Yeah, there probably ain't even no leftovers.
Yeah. Yeah. If there's leftovers, we could give you some credit. I mean, he could at least bring you a couple of, pink worms or something. Not his
Oh,
pink worm,
man.
but, pink worms like bait.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like one of my two of my best friends, they're sisters. One of them I dated for a little while, but their grandmother lived maybe a mile from my house. And I swear to you, every time I went to that woman's house, she was either country fried steak or hamburger steak, one of the two. And, doing the fixins with, homemade mashed potatoes and, especially like in the summer, right tomato. And it seems like every time I went to the house, she was cooking it. She goes, "You got to have some sort of sensor on you." Because it was every time, almost every time, that's what she was cooking. And I wouldn't leave until I got some.
That's right. I know that's right, man. That's good. That's the way it used to be with when Jessica and James still lived here. She was always cooking something, man. And I'd go, if she was just 5 minutes down the road, I'd go down there and eat. But now she's 4 hours down the road, so I can't do it.
Oh, you just scared.
Mm. No, I ain't scared. I just don't feel like driving 4 hours.
Oh, come on, Pookie, take the drive.
Country fried steak, mashed potatoes, and fried okra.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And cornbread. That's what kind of triggered the thought too. Is she
Mm.
always had not Mexican cornbread, but just regular cornbread. And and during the summer, it would always be like sliced tomato straight out of her garden, or green beans out of the garden. That woman could She was a master of cooks.
Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
And that woman could slay fried chicken, man. I've never had better fried chicken in my life. Too bad she's gone. Boy, when she went, my thoughts on fried chicken disappeared too. Because boy, my mom got mad one time, and this is no joke. My mom was cooking fried chicken, and what brought it up was it was actually squash casserole. Some of y'all probably aren't veggie people, but I am. But she was cooking fried chicken, squash casserole, and whatever else in there. And on the day that my mom had on Sunday, my mom happened to be cooking the same damn thing, right?
Oh,
Those two things in specific.
yeah.
I bailed on my mom's dinner to to go eat at Miss Crisp's house. And
Oh,
she said, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Well, it's my girlfriend's grandmother." And I said, "I gotta be honest." I said, "Her chicken's better." My mom has
oh.
to this day, she has not let me forget that.
Well, I'm surprised you didn't get a pan slung across the room
Oh,
and hit you in the head.
I probably deserved it, but I was like, it's a little bit better. But don't get me wrong, my mom can slay the food too. But it hurt. But there was just and my mom's food now is probably, when you get that old and you've cooked your life, there's some soul in that food that just it's an extra
Mm-hmm.
something that you can't describe. It's just there. And
Mm-hmm.
eh, and that's just what it was. Of course, it could have had something to do with, going to see my girlfriend at her grandma's house and all that shit too. But to this day, my mom has not let me down or not let it go, not at
Mm-mm.
all.
Heck no, never will.
There's times in recent times, I mean, very recent, that my mom has sent me pictures of that food cooked and said, do you still wish Mrs. Crisp was here?" Or something like that. I'm like, "God damn,
Yeah.
you won't let it go." And she won't. Your mom hit you with, yeah, she did. But like I said, my mom and my grandmother and great grandmother, they're all extremely good home cooks. But Miss Crisp, and it's funny that her last name is Crisp, and chicken, fried chicken, crispy. But it was good stuff.
The way my mom was, man. My mom, she cooked a dang T-bone steak in the skillet better than any freaking T-bone on the grill that you could ever eat. She'd
Now you
make
got to,
eggs and cheese just melt in your mouth, bro.
yeah.
Didn't matter
Now
what she.
I'm the breakfast king. I mean, I do good with meats as long as on the grill and stuff, and I could cook once I'm in there. And seafood I'm really good at, but um, it's yeah, I'd say seafood, but eggs and breakfast is what I kind of like hold myself on, man. I can slay the breakfast
No,
every time.
I love a good breakfast, man.
Dude, I could eat breakfast around the clock and wouldn't be disappointed if I never saw another thing. If
I know
somebody
that's
said, what could you have? Name your meal, and it could be 3 to 5 things, and you can't ever have anything again. Oh, it's going to be breakfast by
yeah,
far.
yeah. I mean, 'cause you can have scrambled eggs, or you can have fried eggs, or you can have
Yeah,
cheese
and
omelet.
it all tastes completely different.
Yep,
Every bit of it, just the
every
egg
bit of
part.
it. What up, cuz?
Cool.
Uh,
Cuckoo.
My boy just got home.
Yeah, man. I like. I'm more of like a sunny side up egg person, but there's nothing better than good scrambled eggs too when they're just fluffy, no brown in them, and
Yeah,
some some country ham, some grits with some red eye gravy. What?
man.
I'm good from there, and some bacon.
I
Take
like
some
the over
bacon.
easy. fried on each side, runny in the
Yeah,
middle.
I do too. I don't mind that either. As long as I can break it open and dip some white bread in the yolk, I'm all right.
Yeah.
That's my point. I want a runny yolk so I can dip my bread in it or mix it with my grits.
I don't know. I just can't do the sunny side up or whatever, or because it just looks too undercooked. But yeah, I guess it's over easy or over medium, something like
Yeah, over easy. That's what it is. And there's a trick to cooking sunny side up to where it cooks all the way through, man. You got to kick it. It's got to be cooked all as low as the flame or the whatever electric part,
that.
as
Yeah,
low as it'll go. It's just got to sit there, man. Because you cook it too fast, you burn the bottom end of it. If you want it to cook all the way through, because I don't like any run, so it's got to be low and slow, like you cook in barbecue.
gotcha. Yeah, but I can't. I can eat breakfast for breakfast, dinner, or lunch. It don't matter. I
What's up,
love it.
Andrew?
What's up, Dirty?
Oh shit,
Uh, you,
you loud and
you,
clear.
that inspector, you need to either talk some sense into him or go up to his boss.
Well, he is the boss, actually. He is the director of.
No, whoever there's somebody that's his boss that he reports to.
Oh, I worried about it. They don't have any authority over it because they even said so, but they wanted to eject some, and I'm like, kiss my ass, go away.
Why are they trying to put themselves in this situation in the first place?
Because that's building inspectors. They want to be
What
dumbasses.
And that mother gonna send me. This is what he gonna send me just now. Knowing I'm wanting some of it.
Cornbread
look.
and what's the other?
Both cornbread.
Both cornbread.
Oh,
God, no.
Beardist.
Well, I'll see y'all later. I'm about to head this beer.
Damn,
Yeah.
Beardist. Give Flo a few pieces of cornbread, would you?
Yeah. Mail it to him.
Come on.
Come on, man.
Where's our resident fisherman
That's float, ain't it?
gold mining friend Cruz?
Hadn't seen him today.
Oh, I'm sure that he got rowdy with the nurses at the resting home and they
Yeah.
put him down for the evening.
They put him down early. Him and Brett's out on the patio at the nursing home. Boys, in the
You
world,
ever have bullseye
Oh yeah, I've had that.
punch?
It's
what is bullseye?
they also call it oh shit, I can't remember. Because Sarah likes that. She cooks that a good bit when she's on breakfast duty.
I'm not familiar with
Oh,
that one
French
there,
toast.
Beardist.
Oh, I love French toast.
That's
man.
actually
I
really
love
good
French
with some
toast.
powdered sugar on it, a little bit of syrup.
Yeah, I make that. I make that sometimes at home. I haven't in a while. Been trying to get my sugar back regular, so
How's that
it's
going?
going good, man.
So how's that whole process, the
It's
the
all,
journey?
it's going good, man. My blood pressure's
Full.
been dropping. My glucose reading's been a lot better. I've been keeping up with it. I bought me the blood pressure machine and the glucose reading machine, and everything's dropping down, so it's going good.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
Just know certain blood pressure machines tend to read high just because they do.
Well, it's been steady dropping, so I go the 29th for my 3 month, my next 3 month checkup.
Nice. That's good to hear that you're getting good results, man. Not only on the weight loss, but it's showing up everywhere else. That's the
Right.
important part.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah. Because it's you never want to hear, because I didn't want to hear a doctor say you're diabetic. And I was like, no, I'm not. You know, I was a jerk at first. I ain't gonna lie to the doctor because I'm like, no, I'm not. Because I went to the doctor for for one thing to have checked out, and then she's trying to label me with two other things that I didn't even go for, you know. So I'm pissed about that. You
Right.
know, I'm like, no. And you know, when I went back to see her, because she's like, I need you to come in and let's talk about it. So I
It's
went
like,
in to see her.
it's like, excuse me, I asked you about this,
Oh, well,
but
I did.
you're giving me reason, but you're giving me about B and C, which I didn't even ask about.
That's what exactly I told her. I said, you know, I said I came in here for this, and now you're labeling me as this, and we're not even looking at this. When I came in
We're-
here, you're not even talking about this anymore, but
and
it's still there.
and these two things are miles apart.
Yeah. So, and finally, I was like, you know, okay, I prayed about it, and I was like, all right, let me ask you this. I said, is this reversible? She said, oh, absolutely. I said, I'm all in. I'm listening. Talk to me.
Yeah.
What do I need to do? You know. So she was like, you know, of course you got to lose some weight, and she was like, you know, if you're just, she said, I know you're probably not, but if you're eating 4 donuts in the morning, just eat one. You know. You know, so
Graduate.
yeah, just change it up a little bit. Don't completely stop eating, you know, everything, but just back off
Uh,
some. And,
that means
you
don't stop cold turkey.
right, which I kind of did, you know, because I was like carnivore. I haven't had any bread, you know, in a long time. Not, you know, I'll have pasta every now and then, but it's, you know, I need to step up on my exercise more. That's the
Well,
next
me
thing.
me and Beardus will come around and we'll come chase you around the block or something with BB guns. If you slow up, we'll shoot you in the ass with a
Which,
pellet.
yeah. Step it up, fat boy. Oh
Exactly.
man.
Or step it up or no
But I
cold gun
have
for
been,
you.
you know, my pants have been getting loose. You know, I've had to put a couple notches in my belt.
Uh-oh, he's got to do
But
some Amazon shopping.
yeah,
Soon you're gonna need a new belt.
I hope so, man. Hope so. I need to honestly lose about, I'd say I would like to lose another 50 pounds, maybe 60. I don't know. But I know 50 would be, because bro, I was at 300. Well, I was at 320 at one
Wow.
point.
How tall are
You know,
you?
five, 5'8", 5'9", something like that, 5'8".
Yeah, that's some pounds, dude.
So I was like,
Yeah, you're
the heaviest was 320, and then man, I got down to where it was 299, and I was so excited because I hit under three for the first time in a while.
Right.
Uh, I weighed yesterday. I'm at 272.
Wow, dude. Holy shit. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
dirty. See Beard's comment there.
As long as I can ride my four-wheeler.
Yeah,
If I
that's
got
about
run
right.
over fast.
All right, yeah, I'll tell you what, you drive, I'll ride bitch on the back and I'll shoot him in the ass with a pellet gun.
Stretchy belt,
You
best
be
I've made. See, I've got and totally forgot about having them. You know, I got the Belt Bros from TikTok. You know, the TikTok shop, those belts that it's
Oh, I know
about
what it
that
is.
long and it
Yep.
loops through
but
you. You know, there's no buckle to them. I totally forgot I even had
but
those back there.
but is the length gonna be the right length for you?
Yeah.
It's
You
one
talking about?
size
Or
fits all.
Yeah.
or is it gonna be too long?
No, it works perfect. There's two of them, so you can put one on each side of, like, you know, to the right and left side and stretch it
And,
in.
and you can clip your pistola to them.
Yeah.
Oh, I recommend not buying reversible belts because over time the back peels right off the leather.
I'd recommend not buying reversible underwear.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. I really do.
You can put them on inside out and get an extra day out of
Oh my gosh, man. I bought some new socks today, man, and I mean, they're cool looking socks, man. They had a thing, black widow spider on them, man. They're pretty dang cool. And why I bought them, made me. I mean, they were cheap. You know, I got them at Ollie's. You know, I mean, they were a good brand. I mean, good brand, but it was, you know, like 8 pair for $4, something like that.
Actually, that's a good price.
It was very good until I was riding down the road and I grabbed them, wanting to look at them again. I was looking a little close. I was looking at
And the
the
spider
seat.
was real.
No, yeah, they bit me, man. And but it looks. I don't have them in here. I'd show you. They're in the car still. But they look like men's, but the receipt says women's. I'm like, this ain't women's. These are men's. But the daggum receipt says women. I don't care if they women's or
Well,
what. I'm wearing them.
I would too. Shit on him.
but if they fit, who cares?
That's right. Ain't paint. Shoot.
He said they're like, oh, he's describing.
But float that's a hell of a lot of paint there, float.
Oh, the paint. Oh, yeah.
That's gotta be what, 6 truckloads?
It was one. It was a box truck slap full. You know, I don't know if you've seen my company vehicle.
So,
but I showed it last
Floor,
week.
so floor to ceiling full?
That's a
No, not just the whole. Just covered the whole floor.
Okay.
Of the
I was
box.
like, if you stacked them, you could.
It was two. Here's what it was. It was no, it was three pallets stacked 3 high. So yeah, it filled up 3 pallets stacked 3 high of the gallon jugs of paint.
a
That's
lot of paint, dude.
Dirty could have borrowed a little bit of that paint.
And
Right,
that
his
was,
house.
We got to paint the whole inside the house and the whole outside the house. I could use some paint.
and that was just one wall in the store. You know, that was so that, you know, like I said, he's already been moving it out for a month now. So I went up there to the store and he's like, we ain't got no pickup delivery, so we're gonna have to run to the paint store. And I was like, God dog it. I said, are we moving paint? And he said, yep. I started going, we got a credit.
The only place that carries the heavy top tier outdoor paint, Hewlett Packard. Hewlett, the paint store.
I was about to say Hewlett Packard. They got paint.
Not Hewlett Packard. You mentioned him earlier, Dirty.
Yeah, this is Benjamin Moore, but it's you know,
yeah, that's one of them.
Benjamin Moore, but it's, you know, it's called Preserve Paints is what the business is called.
Oh, you mean Sherwin-Williams?
Sherwin-Williams, thank you. Yeah, because they got a whole list of everybody's paints, who they use, what paint they use, so you can come back and say, I need more of that.
We have or the store had it's a mixer. It's got these glass tubes on top of it. You know, I forget how many it is that holds so many different colors, and you know, you put the jug underneath there, the plain white paint, and it puts your color in, you know. Well, the guy that worked there, the manager of the store, was going to move it himself like an idiot, you know. So he gets a dolly to it, hand trucks, and picks it up, and he starts moving it backwards. Well, it's still plugged into the wall. So what does it do when he's moving it backwards?
Yanks back.
Down it goes, man. Boosh. Paint goes everywhere, all over him. He's just standing there because it's on video, you know, because we got security cameras in there, so it's on video of this happening. And the owner, you know, you hear him say something to Jeff, and Jeff goes, "No, don't worry about it. I just freaking spilled it." And you see the owner come walking in, and he's like, he just looks down, looks at Jeff, and turns around and walks out. He was pissed, man, because it was like $100 of paint, worth of paint in each cylinder, and I forget how many cylinders was in that thing, but
Not to mention how much the whole damn piece of equipment could cost if he screwed up the whole thing.
Oh, it's screwed up. I seen it today when we was in there. It still had paint all over it, dried paint, and it, the cylinders were
I would
busted. Yeah, that's a high-dollar machine that he
I would
broke.
guess 40, well, 4,000 plus dollars.
I
At the
wouldn't put,
least.
yeah, at the least, yeah.
Because I'm sure
I know
you
what
could
you're
get
talking about because
used ones
they got
for
them in
cheap.
our um the hardware store. Sherwin-Williams is actually literally across the street and 2 doors down over there.
Yeah.
You you could literally walk there.
I wish
I
I could get my hands
I
on
could
that
shoot the
video.
salesman in the butthole with a BB gun if I wanted to.
Mhm.
So Beardus, tell us about that boat.
Want to go for a boat ride, put out, or
Mhm.
swim?
How's the boat coming?
Swim. Oh, go for a little boat ride.
So are you and Float 50-50 on this thing or what?
No, it's all him, man. It's all him.
I hope he learned from his mistake not to do that again.
I mean, I'm, whatever, like, if I could ever get up there to help him work on it, you know, I'm all in on that. I've been trying to get up there but when it was like last time I went up there to work, it started raining, so we couldn't do nothing.
Part of the time it's raining at your place, it's not raining at his place.
It's raining again.
Thing is, I don't think you learn from it, Beardus. Yeah, it's still barely above.
Honestly, Float, do you think this manager learned his mistake
No,
after
I don't.
getting chewed out by the owner?
No,
No.
I don't think he did, man, because he since they closed that store, he's doing other stuff like he's like the parts runner now.
Oh, so he's a
I don't
gopher.
I don't have to run parts back and forth to the store right now because he's doing that for me. Because to give him something to do. Well, when I'm not there, he drives my box truck. Like I got in my box truck today and got pissed. I went straight to him and I said, "Look, man," I said, "if you're gonna drive my truck," I said, "yes, it's company truck." I said, "but I'm the main person that drives this truck." I said, "when you buy it," I said, "I don't want to get in my truck again and see straps thrown everywhere. I don't want my bungees out of place. I don't want, I said, you left it a mess. I said, you undid, why? I said, why are you undoing my strap?
Uh-oh.
I said, you
Uh-oh.
don't have to undo the strap. I said, why are you, why? Well, I don't know, man. It just came under. I said, no, every time you undo my strap, I
They
said,
don't just come
stop.
undone by themselves.
Yeah, I said,
Come
stop,
on,
bro.
think about it.
I said, I'm coming to you first. If it happens again, I'm going boss man. I don't want to be that way, but that gummit, man, stop and quit leaving your trash in my truck. There's a dumpster right outside where we parked the truck, empty.
Just go a few feet this way. There's a dumpster.
Yeah, get your Chick-fil-A stuff out, your hamburger, get all that out and throw it in the freaking dumpster, dude. All right, my bad, man. Yeah, it's your bad.
My
You're bad.
bad.
You're the one putting it
I said,
there.
I said, when you get in that truck, is it dirty? Is there trash everywhere? No. I said, well, don't get out of it like that again,
Float's
man.
truck ain't dirty. Float's personal truck ain't dirty.
I was mad, bro. I leave my truck the way it's supposed to be, and then they use it and just don't give a crap.
But there's one thing that he should not do above all else. Don't crash.
Could have 10 minutes. Well, it's a little bit further than 10 minutes. Well, for me, the way
Are you serious, Dirty?
what happened to my? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
What happened to my thing? Where'd y'all go? Okay, is Dirty doing something?
Dirty was doing a
Yeah.
poll.
Okay, Why am I upside down? Or
Dirty, why is Zoom playing tricks on us? Or
I
are
don't
you
know. I
playing?
don't know what did that.
there we
Because
go.
all of a sudden now Dirty's on top, Float's on bottom.
That doesn't sound right at all, Andrew. Not at all.
No, on the screen, I'm
If
up
you,
top on left, you're to
yeah.
the right, and Float is at the bottom of the triangle.
If you're just tuning into the podcast and can't see a visual, he's talking about position on the screen.
Yes, position on the screen. Yes.
Presumably.
Yeah.
Is that how it looks on your screen, Dirty?
No. Oh, it's whenever I do the poll, it makes float go sideways. I wonder
Yeah,
why that is.
and I'm disappeared. What are we polling here? Does float use the box truck as a what restroom? Let me answer this. All right, and then the second one is
Well, I've never seen it
There
do
is no
this.
second one.
There we go. All of a sudden, we had to do this in order to see Float with his head straight.
wait.
Well, it's
Where'd
a
the poll
tie.
come up? It's a tie.
50% said yes and 50% said no.
What did you say?
So Andrew thinks you do, I guess, right?
I answered yes.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
And I got a push more the other day and cleaned it up. I put some gas in it, man. Started it up, let it run. It was running good, man. So I put it up the box truck and was taking it back to the warehouse so I could, take it home with me. I got to the warehouse, man. I got in the back of that box truck and where it's leaking from, I don't know, but every drop of fuel run out of that freaking mower in the back of my truck.
Oh no, man, that thing
Oh,
Uh,
stunk.
oh my gosh, I was high getting that thing cleaned up. And I get high.
I guess you just open the back and hose it down.
Yeah, yeah. I just got a metal floor.
What do you use? I don't know, dish soap or something dirty or what?
It's about all you can do.
I was vacuuming. What did I miss? You missed me up on my side and you missed
You miss Float
the pole.
changing position.
Yeah.
Vacuuming. Are you wearing an apron too?
No, well, no apron. Oh, you talking to Beardus? Yeah,
Yeah.
he probably was.
Virgil, Ron, say something if you guys are lurking.
We ain't seen Ron in here, have we? Is he behind the curtain?
I don't know if he is or not. He usually says
Ron,
hello if he comes in at the least.
Yeah, he does.
Ron's pressure washing. If you're in here, say something.
If you're not in here, say something.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Will the Thrill, if you're out there, say something.
Is there anybody out there?
Little Thrill moved to Alaska, didn't
He's in Juneau, Alaska,
Wait.
eating biscuits with mustard on it.
he? Yeah.
Wait, Will the Thrill moved from Chattanooga to Alaska?
He's in
Yeah.
Alaska.
He's in Alaska.
Why would he move to Alaska?
He's still hunting.
Yeah, I know.
He's
He's collecting
hunting.
seal meat.
He's hunting. He's a
Yeah.
hunter.
I ain't seen or heard from him in a long time.
Well, wasn't he having that surgery? And then he was going to be laid up for a while?
Not sure.
Do not know. I've heard no
Like-
such thing.
Cracker wouldn't do that, Beer. Just quit blaming that on Cracker.
He had to clean up after Tracker.
The tracker wouldn't do nothing like that.
He tried to bring in a old tree.
What is he doing now?
I was just seeing what the whiteboard did. I'd never messed with it. There's Virgil right there. What's that, Virgil?
Look, cash money peas in the
Here,
gut.
listen, just watching TV with at least. Oh, are you doing a little Netflix and chill?
Virgil, how is it up there? At least tell us how it is up there. In Virgiland.
Yeah, cash money peas.
Since I moved in here, we got everything rearranged. I keep forgetting to get my Vigil for Virgil candle. It's
Yeah.
usually right there. I moved it into the kitchen and forgot.
Yeah, he's bored.
Yeah, Beardus, he's bored.
I am. I'm very, very, very well. There's all kinds of cool shit on here that I just need to take the time to learn. And the only time I'm in here is when we're on here. So, why not, right?
Why not? Exactly.
But if anybody is in Alaska and you're near Anchorage, watch out for Mount Spur. It's about to erupt.
Yep. I was reading about that a couple of weeks ago. They thought it would have gone boom by now.
Last eruption was 1992.
See, what happens is you get this volcano, right? Like this.
Alabama was national championship in '92. I remember that.
And you get this dude. He's walking, he's strutting his stuff. He's hiking up a mountain right here. He's actually kind of running up. He's on the giddy up, right? He's going up there, and he's he's one of them hippie dudes with a long hair.
Virgil's
he Walker County.
He's running up there, and he's like, "Oh, this is a really cool mountain, man. I'll hike up here and check it out." And I saw it on the news, and when he gets up there, he gets about 20 feet. He goes,
I know, Beardus.
lava goes anywhere, and buries his ass, and
he's burnt to a crisp.
He's burnt to a crisp, man. He looks like those Italian people that got buried in all that soot, 3,000 years ago. It's just blasting everywhere, and you got Russia back over here,
Mm-hmm.
and,
are you referring to a powerful eruption called Pompeii?
Boy, this is hard to write with. Yeah, Pompeii. That's it.
You gotta draw Trump over there with a remote control that's running everything.
Oh yeah,
Virgil, do you hear this?
But the smoke starts going in the wind, and he gets over here and makes all the Russian people cough and puke and pass out. And
that's a great show.
The Ukrainians say that they set the volcano off, and now they won the war. They're the great victors, and blah blah blah. And then Trump's over here.
Mm-hmm.
Just
you're an amazing artist.
I know, man. He's over here just talking away, going, no.
Thank you. It's huge. Did you hear that?
He's saying it's huge.
Did you hear that Trump may back off some of his tariffs?
Well, he's always said that he would.
So this has all just been a great big comedy show.
Well, it's not comedy. It's called fear. It's called fear tactics. It's called straighten your shit out, or we'll tariff the fuck out of you. And all of them say, "But okay, no more tariffs." And he says, "Okay."
Virgil's asking, "Is that an etch sketch?"
I don't think
it is. It is now. This is the episode. This is the etch a sketch episode, man. It's like it's here. Look, oops, that's not right. How do we get rid of that? Let's see. We can get just.
You're still trying to figure out how do I share on this thing.
And then here's a big old map. It's got. You We got America, right? Let's see.
America.
Looks like a half a shark.
America.
You think they make this more friendly to like write with, but you can't. And you got like
Are you
Here you
using
go.
like Copilot or something that spits out an image or a story?
no, this is a whiteboard in Zoom.
Oh,
And this is Andrew with his pointer, and he's talking about, you know, there's a big low pressure coming across right here today, and he's pointing and he's showing you that there's rain and thunderstorms that are starting to build right there.
What is he pointing
And
with?
as his little pointer stick,
Put that thing up.
and see, and
oh.
he's showing us how all this wind that's behind him went like that, right? That's actually what made Florida bigger, is because all this wind pushed all the earth from there down to here
Oh,
and
yeah.
made it so much bigger. And
Mhm.
now Florida went from looking like this to like this.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then of course, you know, you got Georgia and Alabama down here like
Uh,
that. They're over there, and you know, and the Carolinas are up in here, and then
Oh,
right
yeah.
down here is right where you fly in the Florida Keys are right down there.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, right there.
That thing looks
Uh,
familiar.
Yeah,
For
you know, I think I've seen that place before, but I'm not really sure, you know, and but anyway, and then you got all the people up here that you know, this time of year they go to the mountains over there, and you've got people down here that go to the Gulf,
Yeah.
you know, to hang out and go swimming and things like that. But yeah, you know, that's
Flo,
how it works
do you
out.
see
Yeah.
do you see on the right what that resembles?
That's what I've been saying. The place looks familiar.
Yeah, if Float, when he goes on vacation, he's usually right down in there, you know.
I'm way
Wh-
low.
Isn't Jacob also way low too?
Yeah, he's right here on the neck. He's holding steady on the neck right in here.
Because I thought he was down near
tip?
Louisiana.
No.
No, he's not on the tip, but he's definitely not over here on the hairy ends of Louisiana. He's right here on the neck.
He's in Florida.
Yeah.
Is where he at.
All right. But anyway, that's how Andrew does the weather. You know, that's what he's thinking about. And
Yeah.
you know,
That's his corner thing.
yeah, that's exactly that was his pointer thing right there.
Virgil, what do you have to say?
Good job. Good job.
Well, Virgil says, "Is that an itch a sketch?"
He said that a few minutes ago.
I know. That was the last thing he said.
Virgil's like, why am I even here?
Why in the hell?
So, how many more houses you got lined up for this weekend?
Weekend? I don't do weekends.
No, between now and
Oh, now on the
Friday.
weekend? I have only two.
Weekend.
There's I gotta do that. Well, three if you look at it by the job. I gotta do that driveway tomorrow. I gotta do another house. And then I have a very quick job for Friday morning, and then I'm taking off to the property up in Pickens.
If you're
See-
going to the property, be careful if you end up going the way as of Asheville to the property.
Why would I go to fucking Asheville?
People can't drive in Asheville. Somebody just crashed into a school bus.
Are you serious?
I ain't kidding.
That's
Yep.
funny. So
It
yeah,
says a Buncombe County school bus is trying to turn onto Long Shows Road when it struck another vehicle.
you have this big school bus, and it's going down the road, and it's just burning rubber, right? And you get this car,
How,
that comes up behind it,
how,
and
how do you miss a big, giant yellow object with wheels on it?
and it gradually scoots up this way and crashes the bus and pushes the bumper in. It's got this big old exploded end on it right up there, and everybody in it takes them and shoots them out right through the windshield, right?
Yeah, just like
It's
that.
just it's crazy how that can happen. Well, that
Yeah,
can happen. It's what happens when you get rear-ended.
yeah,
You got to watch yourself. Don't get
you gotta
rear-ended.
watch.
See.
Yep.
Uh, I hope you don't get rear-ended very often. They're float with your company truck.
Oh no. Last time I was rear-ended was when I was in pest control and had my tank full of water. Thank goodness I didn't have any traumaticide or nothing like that in it. And a woman rear-ended me, and you could see the water from the tank just come over
Oh God.
yeah, it ran down and hit my hood and just went everywhere, man. It was terrible. I ended up in the emergency room.
Ooh.
My back was all jacked up because of it. I'm sitting at a red light and she don't stop. She just comes up, bam, right in the back.
Ooh.
Did y'all on the box truck? That's
Yeah.
it right there. That's my box truck.
This is the view of New York from Toronto on the lake, the Great Lakes. Can you see that?
See what?
Oh yeah, that's pretty.
All I see is the
That
box
that's
truck.
tonight. That was tonight.
Oh, okay, I see it now. That is pretty.
And somebody comments on the picture saying, "Are you sure that's not Russia?"
Yeah. That's the Russia. It is. Would be to say it's Trump's fault it's erupting.
Let's say
Let's see that.
floats what? Discount $99. What is the discount? What?
Paints.
Oh, paints. No, no.
do, do, do you get a discount on the paint if you
Yeah,
buy from him?
yes. I get a discount on everything.
A good discount, not just a tiny
Actually, if
one.
you look at that right, it looks like a platypus.
Platypus. Yeah,
Like he's
looks like
sticking his head out of a beer can.
I jumped off a bridge and landed and flattened my wheels.
You might have it. I know what happened. I know exactly what happened. You were you're in a hurry. Wait, let's
Right.
we gotta put you in here. You know,
I wonder how that would be if you tried that with an iPad, if that could be done.
I wish I had touchscreen. It'd make it a lot easier than using this mouse. And but, Float's going down the road. He's not thinking correctly because he's got fishing on his mind, right? And
Mhm.
And you just, what happened was you're hauling, you're leaving real fast. You're like, you know, and you got 4-wheel drive, of course. You see both wheels spinning, right?
Right.
And it's because, you know, right over here is
Mhm.
this is the pond that you were fishing at, and
Right.
you caught a few fish, and you just went over there and thought that, you know, I'll just here, let's just put you over here, you know, like so. You just kind of chilling out, and
Mhm.
you know, you got your fishing pole there. Look, it's a little bent over because
'Cause I got
lines in the
one.
water. Yeah, you got a Walla Mala on here, right?
Heck yeah.
And it excited you, and so, you know, you decided to hang out and fish for a few more. But
Right.
wait, it wouldn't be float if he didn't have all cap on, right? And so, you know, you overstayed your time there, and it was supposed to be a 30-minute lunch break, and you wound up staying an hour and a half, and you're like hauling ass here, you know, hightailing it this way to,
Uh-huh.
you know, to the uh
Back to the warehouse or back to the client's what house?
God, this thing back to the lawnmower
Yeah.
store, man. You're trying to get there before
Oh
you get
yeah.
caught. And what happens is, though, is you went before your day started, you were playing hooky fishing all day. You went by the sign store
Yeah, I
and
got
had
caught.
this right here banner
Yeah.
made for the side of the van. And what had happened was is you forgot that was on there. And so you get back to the lawnmower store and you got this
Right.
on there, right?
Uh-huh.
And they're like, Flo, can you explain this? You're supposed to go to our paint store and pick up our store and then come back
Mhm.
to the lawnmower store, but
Yeah.
we see you're trying to sell discount paints. Can you please
Uh-huh.
explain this, Float?
Yeah.
And you know, you give them some sob story about, you said to get rid of it, so you was just trying to sell it for $1 to make on your own. And
Yeah.
well, we don't stay tuned to next week for part 2 of that story. We don't know how it
Yeah.
ends yet.
Yeah. But I would say with this, you know, that's a decent looking fish there. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah, that's one
That's
of them
probably
hybrid fish, Virgil. That's a hybrid right there.
Virgil.
that's at least a 4 pounder.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
How are you, Virgil? If you're still here.
I was probably
Anyway,
using a Cinco. I think I was using a Cinco. That's what it looks like.
I probably so. I would, that would be my guess. Anyway, that's the
Mhm. Yeah.
that's the float discount paint story.
So you got to come back next week to get part two.
Yeah, yeah. We don't know how it's
Yeah.
worked out yet.
Say,
Pretty accurate, man. I mean, that's what happened.
Dirty, did you see the peach farm I sent you the picture of on IG?
No, I did not.
It's a pretty picture.
Hey, so pretty. I'll check it out.
You
And we
know,
can
guess
share
what?
this.
Guess what color's hot right now, lure wise?
Yellow.
Blue.
Bubble gum, the pink.
Bubblegum.
Yeah, the pink. Wasn't nobody using
I
pink. So I
Well, it's
started.
like I said, I'd never seen it before until
I
and then you started using it. I go into the store to the country store to get that lunch I was telling you about last week. I look up and right there on the wall, there's pink ones.
Yep.
And I know they weren't ever there before.
I saw a BMW going to the pool store was turquoise, which I didn't think they used turquoise cars.
Uh, I mean, I don't think you see many of them.
The BMW,
Yeah,
it's they reintroduced turquoise for the M models last year.
but I thought they were usually went with more traditional, white, black, red, you know.
No, the M's, I mean, they've got them in orange, purple, turquoise. They got a bunch of crazy colors out now for the M models.
Just don't go with sand. That light tan sand.
Light tan sand. That's the color of Toyota makes a cool sand color that their Tacoma and Tundras look really good in.
Yeah, I don't like it. There's a model that it almost looks like mud.
I'll be right back. I got to run to
Between
the
tan
car.
and mud. It's like
I'm gonna show you one of the new lures that I got today. Little plastic, soft plastic. I'll be right back.
Okay, here's
What's he doing
Float.
now? What's he? Wait a minute. What?
Here's Float. He's going to
oh
Yeah.
I
All right. I'll
guess
be
it
right
is
back
a-
while he's doing that.
he's going to the El Ban Yo to take a big stinky.
Oh,
This
did
is
did
the
he
odor.
open this? Did he open the package yet?
Big stinky poop.
Did he open that package you sent him?
He did. He did. That's where Float's really going. He's gonna go.
Or is he open his lower package?
Go to sleep, Andrew.
No, I just haven't changed it.
This is Float. Trying to give him a little beard here. He's actually in the bathroom. He's got to squat a grumpy real quick. Just be glad that we don't have smell-o-vision. Yeah, Float. You're supposed to take us with you.
Dirty, later what I sent you a video. Turkey terrorizing customers at a pharmacy in Indiana.
Nice.
A turkey in the store.
A job turkey in the store.
Imagine you're a cop and you walk to near the pharmacy and you see a turkey fly at you.
What I missed?
You in the albino taking a poop.
Oh, so yeah. I do need to.
See, I told you something was up.
So were we doing weather or what's going on here?
You have, oh yes, in like 5 minutes.
Okay.
But anyway, Float, that's our rendition of what you were doing while you were gone.
Oh,
Fair enough. Fair
Fair
enough.
enough.
Dirty tried to draw you a little beard.
Yeah. See there, see your little beard right here. That's not toilet paper. That's your beard.
Oh, that's my beard.
Ooh. Dirty, you watching?
I
That's
am.
that's what I picked up today.
That's
I think
some cool
it's
colors.
actually. I think it's actually like
It's
salt water
Does it go like
Or-
this?
or like redfish.
Or does it go like this?
Wait,
Wiggly, wiggly, wiggly.
there we go.
Like
Or like-
this?
Purple. Got them eyes right there.
It's the purple Peter Eater.
Is that for deeper fish?
So I seen it, and it's like a little swim bait. And like I say, it's probably there's a redfish right there on the pack. So yeah, that explains that.
Yep.
But I was like, man, I'm gonna try this out on some fresh water, see what it does.
He'd probably catch you
Go,
mice.
try it on a pond. You know there's fish.
See, there's a pack of socks. Does that look like women's socks?
Flo-
to you?
No, it does not.
No, that's just a multicolored pack of socks.
And it was $3.99. No wait, yeah,
Probably $4, but
three
Flo,
$3.99.
Float, usually those retail for at least $30 at least. That's Spider.
Yeah,
Yeah,
spider
spider's
brand.
not cheap.
Spider's Spider jackets are like $300.
So, and then I found these right here
I-
for 99 cents.
Is that a fair price, Dirty, for jackets of
need-
Spider?
Did I need them? Maybe not, but it was 99 cents
But you
for
got them.
three, for a pack of three.
If you're out fishing, that might
Well,
keep that'll keep the mosquitoes out.
Yeah,
Well, it'll keep the fish from knowing who it is.
yeah. They'd be like, "That's not a float. Who is that?" Wing. You know what I mean? By that time, I done got them
He done
hooked
got
up.
What
'em.
about
He done hooked them.
what about the dancing ninja?
You know, I still get requests for
You
those
did that.
videos.
You did that dance video with the
I-
mower.
I still get requests for, people want me to do that again. You know,
I'm one of them.
yeah, Dirty's one of them.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. I got people that at work just like, man, I watched that and that was the funniest thing I ever seen. Are you gonna do any more? I'm like, I don't know, maybe. Who knows?
What if we get?
I think I've asked this, but I can't
Mm.
remember if you answered or if you did. I don't remember the answer. Have you ever put that up on TikTok?
I think I did. I
thought
think I
so.
did. Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah,
I think I edited it down a little bit and put it on TikTok. The
no,
only thing,
I think
Well,
it's-
Virgil wants to know why you weren't trying the socks on for us.
why I'm not trying them on,
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I could take.
he wants to know if that's speedos or socks.
Let's take them off. Open the pack.
It might be speedos,
Why you tried them on?
little banana hammocks.
Is it warm enough up there, Virgil, for Speedos yet?
I'm sure the
Where's the wind?
Jersey Shore is full of speedos right now.
Well, the other night nobody would have been on the beach because there was a huge fire up in Ocean City, New Jersey.
Oh, no shit. Dude, there's fires everywhere. Fire's been crazy this year.
Because I just heard a couple of days ago there was one near Charlotte at a garbage plant.
There's a huge fire up at my parents' house in the mountains that thank God these thunderstorms came along or it might have burnt their house down. After it, no problems from Helene, their house almost burnt to the ground.
Ooh.
Look at that. They got a spider on them.
There you go.
Yeah, that's their
He's gonna be Spider-Man.
Oh, well, please. Yes, she got a black wet-eyed spider on it. Look at that beauty.
wow, Virgil.
The fire's still going. Wow.
So the fire up by you is still going? Because I heard there's a wildfire. Let's see. Let me look at where it is.
Speaking of which, I need to pull up the old weather map.
Well, these are the Arctic cool ones.
Scott, are you floating around in here?
He might be.
Your buddy Scott? Or is it Scotty?
Koi,
Beam me up, Scotty.
Scully.
Let's see. Virgil, you're going to be almost 80 until Sunday. And then Monday will be 77. Then Tuesday will be 85. The end of the week will be 70. Low's about 50. This week, there must be a front coming through you, Virgil.
It's going straight through Virgil,
Because
too.
Tuesday, it's going to be 68 low. Wednesday, low of 58. And Thursday, low of 55. So there must be a front coming through.
There's a front coming through.
It's coming
Oh,
through right. It's coming through right
and
through,
Saturday you could get rain.
right through there.
Could.
Right this way. Coming through.
Coming through.
And there's a bunch of
Are you
clouds back. There's a bunch of clouds
How-
back here.
Did you save a map? Now you're drawing on it?
I'm talented.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem is I don't know how to erase it.
Virgil, do you want to show him the erase button?
Oh, look, it gets bigger.
Or what soft is this part of Zoom?
Yeah.
Damn.
And if anybody likes this, my artwork, I can print it and mail it to you.
That design does look familiar.
Oh man, it's getting huge.
Float, does that look like something you recognize?
Looks like your pointer.
It's a flood.
It's a
Dang, man.
flood.
Let's see.
That's discussion through, buddy.
Yeah, it's got some reach on it.
Dirty.
God,
Yeah, tomorrow, 77 chance of rain.
a bad storm. It looks
Friday,
like a tattoo of a bat.
partly
somewhere.
cloudy. Saturday, chance of rain again. And then Sunday onwards, nice. Next Thursday could be 85.
For who?
Dirty.
30.
It's
It
gonna
could be what?
It's gonna be about 75 to 80. For the most part, lows about 60.
Not bad.
Is that average for you?
That's about right. Yeah. Remote control. Huh.
Virgil said, I just had a Napoleon with a large glass of Fairlife. My.
How do I get rid of that?
Those are bookmarks.
I just have to wait till it goes down.
That might be
Oh,
the only
Jesus.
option.
Yeah, y'all are bad.
We have an issue if it's over 4 hours.
Y'all are a bad influence on me.
There you go.
That's weird that you can't erase that.
Did you break it?
Did you break it? It broke, man.
Let's see. Ben in Kentucky. Oklahoma. It's going to be
He had a Napoleon.
75 to 80.
Someone grab a paramedic.
On and off chances of rain for the next several days. And lows about 60. Sunday, it's going to be a high of 80, low of 70. And then Tuesday, 70, low of 56. So, but Ben, if you're lurking, you're going to be very windy on Monday.
Winds of Salt Lake City are coming.
Someone grab a parachute, yeah.
You go parasailing.
There was a theory about somebody related to the DB Cooper case that was a copycat. Thought they found DB Cooper when it was actually somebody else.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, North
That's
Carolina.
the guy that jumped out of the airplane with a bunch of money, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was somebody that did a copycat of DB Cooper. Like a few months later. What are the odds of that? Let's
Obviously
see.
pretty good.
Float. Birmingham.
Somehow.
Chance of rain tomorrow, Friday, Saturday.
Really.
Sunday onwards. Partly cloudy to next Thursday, chance of rain.
Well,
But-
see, if we look at all this, just to interrupt you for a second, all this time that we weren't having any rain, dude, it's going to be a wet summer.
Maybe.
Yep.
All these thunderstorms that are around that won't fucking, won't stop.
Ooh.
It's going to rain, rain, rain.
Well, Virgil.
Oh, I know what they are, Virgil. They're good. My ex. What is your aunt's or your uncle's mother-in-law?
Your uncle's
were-
mother-in-law.
Yeah, I know. I was just wondering if there's a specific name. Thank you.
I don't think
Andrew.
so.
I don't think so either. But anyway, we're all very close. Her dad was from Italy and her mom was from Germany.
Ooh.
And dude, let me
That's,
tell you, between that and my grandmother's Southern home cooking, that wedding was one off the fucking charts when it came to fucking food. But anyway, one of the big things was Napoleon's on the dessert thing over there that were handmade. It was like, oh my God, those things were good. And the German side with their tarts and all that shit, dude, I stayed on that dessert table for hours.
How is it, Virgil?
I think I want to do the drawing this weekend, y'all.
Oh, finally?
Yeah. Well, it's just been.
Let's see.
You sure you got it rigged right?
Hold on. It's only been. It's been 10 days. So. It's been 12. Yeah. So I'll do it this weekend. Probably either Friday night or Saturday. I'll do a live drawing.
Ron, if you're
Let's see
in
how many
here,
people in,
you're going to be about 70 to 80 for the most part, and those about 50.
So there's only so far. Let's see here. My bad. Keep on. Go ahead, Andy.
Go ahead.
I don't mean to interrupt. I got to
No.
count how many people is going to be in the drawing. 1, 2.
Just put them in the spinner, the wheel.
Now,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and you said that, all you have to do is comment to be entered. I commented like 10 times, so that's 10 entries,
Yeah.
right?
No.
Okay. You
No.
just said yeah.
Dang it! You messed me up. I counted you just now, and you messed it. Let me go back.
6,
Uh,
3,
30,
7.
30, he's manually counting.
No, he's not, because I'm fucking him up.
Yeah.
Well, he's
Okay.
let me just say this, he's attempting to manually count.
I only see 12 entries right now. If you
Well, that's
ain't
enough.
been over there and commented, where you at?
Yeah.
I don't
Where's
see
Jesse?
Andrew.
Fearless followers, where you at?
I don't see.
Well,
Bearded. I
technically,
don't see
as my
Virgil.
English teacher would tell us, they're behind the at.
Yeah, I don't see Virgil. I don't see Beardus. I don't see Andrew. I don't see Cruz.
Speaking of which, where is the fishing, gold mining
There's Ken.
fella?
KLC's in the building.
Cruz can't win. He's not allowed to bring that shit into the nursing home.
Oh, okay.
Last time he did that, he lubed up his tallywhacker with it.
Let's see. So you hear much? Anybody hear from Miss Lyric?
Yeah, I talked to her today.
If Lyric, if you're lurking, you're gonna be about, on average, about 60. Lows about 40. On Saturday, you're going to be very windy.
Every windy.
And cold, 60 and low of 46. But Friday is going to be 65.
30's personal meeting room. That's all it says.
That's what it says.
Yep.
And that's Dirty's personal drawing.
Yeah, that's lyric. That's lyric.
Let's see.
That's lyric.
Let's see. Up near Lexington. Oh, it's gonna be in the 70s, lows about 50 to 60. Next, see tomorrow, Friday, chance of showers.
Oh, Dan Anderson's live. You want to hear something funny?
Who's live?
His name is Dan Anderson. I want y'all to hear how he says my name when I come in his live. Let's see if
Oh.
y'all can.
How you doing, Float?
All right, hold on.
Did you get a new hat?
Yes, a new
He's got a
gray.
bunch of new hats.
Yeah, this is a new. The end is live. What's going on?
Because you guys are a dealer for mowers, do you guys get free hats?
Everyone I've got has been free.
No, I didn't know if every so often you guys are regular getting free hats because you guys buy so much mowers.
No, sometimes, yeah.
Because a bunch of the dealers used to give out, you spend so much, you get a free hat.
Well, they'll send a couple. They won't, we buy most of our hats and resell them, but every now and then a dealer will send us like this hat right here was from a dealer, this gravy hat. I've got a Walker hat from a dealer. Got, what was the other one that I have?
Toro?
I got a couple of them in there that was straight from the dealer, but the rest of them came from the shop.
El Toro. Strong like bull.
Virgil, how's the Napoleon?
Oh, well, never mind. I guess the ending was live.
He saw you coming.
He saw me coming.
Saw you coming.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it comes float. We ending this out. Okay.
Got another thing coming.
But he sings my name when I come in. He's like, it's Float Dizzle.
It's
Much
Float.
love.
Dizzle.
Much love, Float Dizzle.
What's up, Float Dizzle? How you doing, my friend?
What's up, Float Dizzle? Much love.
Much love, Dirty Lord.
Oh, look at this. Only in West Virginia would you find a
West
town named
Virginia.
Oceana.
Ocean.
There's no ocean anywhere near West Virginia.
Just West.
Got a question.
But it's coming up from the southwest, coming up from Louisiana, Mississippi.
Louisiana.
That's where all the energy is coming from.
Energy. Dun, dun.
But see, do we want California or no?
Fuck California.
California knows how to party. Oh, wait.
Yeah, I saw a picture online. The local power authority, National Grid in New York, somebody put up a sign said, F National Grid. It's like, okay, you don't like National Grid.
Can y'all hear this?
Not yet.
Can't hear the music?
I can't hear it at all.
That's a good
Nope.
case. That's a good
You might
case.
have, if your mic is noise canceling, it won't pick it up.
Hear that?
Just unplug your headphones
All I can hear is you.
play.
Y'all still can't hear that?
Nope.
Are you streaming from the cell phone or the iPad?
He's streaming from his house in his chair. Can't you tell?
The device.
Y'all don't hear that?
Nope.
What the heck?
Nothing.
I even turned up the volume and I hear nothing.
Oh, well. I had it wide open. Oh, well. Whatever. Can you hear me?
Yep.
I don't know.
Let's see.
Now I hear you now.
Well, you must have heard him the first time you answered it. Ugh.
Uh,
Well, Virgil hadn't commented in a few minutes. He must have gotten to the chill part of that Netflix movie.
or he fell asleep because he got food coma from pastry.
Very, very likely. Very, very likely.
Very,
He
very.
got sugar coma.
If I'm not mistaken, Fairlife is whiskey.
I'm fixing to get ready for bed myself.
He's coming up on it.
Mm-hmm.
Get up on it.
Get up on it.
There's a song about that.
Yeah.
Andalusia, Alabama. I've never heard of that place.
Andalusia. Oh, yeah.
And I've been through there too, because I've been straight down. I've been straight. No, I probably went through Geneva. Actually, that's a lie. So never mind. Because I've been to Mobile
What?
quite a few times.
You went to Mobile and you didn't stop by, say, float. Let's get lunch.
Well, if he went to Mobile and if he didn't come through Birmingham, Mobile's 5 hours from me.
Yeah, that's a long fucking trip right there, dude.
Yeah.
And I haven't been here since 2010-ish to Mobile.
Say, float. How is? You hear anything from Jessica?
Actually, yeah. They
Alba?
came by. They came by the house Sunday.
Oh,
were- They were here in Birmingham, and they came by. Jessica and James came by for. They was probably here 30 minutes, and then they had to get on back.
They had to do the boot scoop boogie.
The boot scoot
scooting
boogie.
boogie.
Both of you. Right on cue.
Isn't that from Mr. George Jones?
No.
Mm-mm.
Boot scoop boogie was. I can't. It's not George Jones by far.
No,
George
remember who-
Strait?
scoot boogie was.
For some reason, I got Kentucky Headhunter stuck in my head, and it's not them either.
I was straight, wasn't it? Was that George Strait? Oh,
No.
oh. If Beard's in here, he'll know.
Beardus, are you still floating in here? Did you
Oh,
create
Virgil, you still in here?
what's that painting above Float's head? There's a painting or something. It's got purple on it.
Yeah, that's my son painted that. He
That's
won
nice.
first place. He won first place off that painting.
Dirty, look at that.
Virgil, are you still in
That's
here?
nice.
Thank you.
Virgil, are you awake? Paging Dr. Virgil. Paging Dr. Virgil. You are needed in the meeting room.
Brooks and Dunn.
Stat.
Right, there you go. I knew it was a group.
Boot scooting boogie. Because George Strait did a cover of that honoring that duo a couple years ago. They're calling him Strait the king of country.
George Strait, King.
Mm-hmm.
Country ain't country no more, man. It's hip hop. It's hip country.
It's dude, for the past at least 15 years, it's been nothing. When pop music died, it started eroding into country music.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to say it, but Garth Brooks is the one that got it go in that direction. And it's not because he was trying to be pop when he was country, but he was country and had to be Chris Gaines. And that introduced that in the country's popularity because of him took everybody in that direction, dude. And it just started destroying it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the major labels said, oh shit, if we want to make money, we got to send them over there to the country charts.
Yeah.
Pop music, I mean, pop was as dead could get. And then they snuck over there.
And you got everybody trying to do country.
Well, because
you got
post
Beyonce.
Yep.
Beyonce is nowhere even close to any country.
No, she got like a #1 country song.
Just because you got one doesn't
So
mean doesn't make you a country artist. You need several to be a country artist.
Well, yeah, I mean you do, but it's I don't know. I don't want to get started on that because
I don't know. I haven't listened to country music, and I don't, as far as like the top 100 of country, like a radio station, and I couldn't tell you how long. It's been eons because it's just ridiculous.
Well,
Yeah.
you got Toby Keith, you got Garth Brooks, you got Trace Adkins. The list goes on.
Well, those are some old schoolers.
You got Reba McEntire.
It's my favorite woman country singer.
Dolly Parton.
I've never really been a fan of Dolly Parton.
She's all right. She's not she's not a big one of mine, but I mean she's single now. I would call her.
Well, her sister had a crush on me, and I probably could have went out with her. I don't know why.
Dolly Parton's niece was on Moonshiners last week.
Really?
She owns a brewery and a distillery, I should say, in Tennessee.
Dolly Parton. I got a picture of her.
Oh, did you hear where Dolly and her husband met? At the Wishy-Washy.
The Wishy-Washy?
That's what she said.
The Wishy-Washy.
I was like, what the heck is a Wishy-Washy?
The laundromat.
Let's see if I can find that picture of man's.
Show us that picture.
Well, I can't because you ain't got me as a dang.
Oh God, bless it. Here he goes crying again.
I mean,
just Adam, just give him the admin rights.
The co-host, for God's sakes.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Jesus Christ, man.
Can't do nothing. Can't even have nothing.
Andrew, send me a message later this weekend to remind me to renegotiate his contract.
Can't even have nothing. I mean, Heck with y'all, man. I don't even know if I can find that picture of me and her. Let me look. Y'all want to continue talking and
No, we can watch you, man.
y'all watching me,
We're
but
watching you.
you can't see nothing.
So, did you get soaked while you washed that
What?
house dirty?
Oh,
Actually, I did because it's full of porches, man. There's no way to escape
No,
washing porches.
I was referring to the weather raining down on you.
Oh no, I left. That was the other thing. I couldn't have done any more if I wanted to because I was finished washing that house, and by the time I got down the driveway, it started pouring rain.
So you timed it perfect.
By luck, yes.
Would you say that's perfect flow? You're pulling out the driveway, then it starts pouring.
yeah, perfect, man. You can't ask for no better.
Perfect.
Perfect. He commented on one of my videos the other day. Mm,
Let's see.
Where
My
is
back
it? I
needs to
mean, gosh,
crack big time.
What? There's a crack in the house?
I don't know if you have you scrolled back to 1982 on your pictures yet.
I think I'm close to 1982. Gosh dang, how many pictures do I have?
And they're
You'd
probably all
be
of you,
surprised at how many
vain
times you take a
fucker.
picture and
Probably,
not realize how many pictures end up in the phone.
probably all me. Is that what that sucker said?
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of are. I love looking at myself. I mean, she should be coming up here somewhere.
Somewhere.
Over
Oh,
the rainbow,
Oh,
skies are blue.
there's that picture. Where
oh,
is?
did you hear Elon soon is going to be cutting back to 2 days a week with Dodge
Yep.
because Tesla is taking a nosedive?
Well, that's because people were turning against him and stuff.
Yeah. And that he can only do 180 consecutive days anyway without being officially appointed something.
I don't think it's been 180 days yet.
Not yet, no.
Oh, that's me and KH. There's
KH.
me and Brian Garner and
We're,
Brian and Brittany.
Mr. Gardner, paging Mr. Gardner, if you're lurking, what's up?
I don't know where it's at, man. I can't find it. Cotton pig, man.
All this time and now you're gonna give up? For real?
Well, they ain't gonna
Come
give
on,
up.
man.
Here's me and KH.
That's a great picture.
It is a good picture.
That was at Ranger's house.
It's got good lighting. It's got both of you centered. It's a great picture.
Thank you.
Ranger danger.
Ranger.
The annoying thing at times is when you accidentally hit the button on the phone and you turn on the screen, it takes pictures inside your pocket.
I did that today. That I did.
I've done it.
Because when I finished taping everything off, like door locks and outlets, everything, I take pictures of it all for insurance. And I just put the phone back in my pocket. When I went back to the truck, I had like 15 pictures of my pocket.
I've done it.
Yeah. I've done it.
I'm sure Virgil's done it. Paging Dr. Virgil, please report to the ER.
Virgil's done a lot of dumb shit.
You got Stella.
Uh, I think it's there's like a root beer or something. It's called Virgil's.
There is.
I saw it in the store. I was like, I know somebody named Virgil.
There most certainly is. It's a bunch of different flavors, but root beer is what they're most famous for.
Is one of them a ginger beer?
Yes.
Okay.
They got like cream soda, root beer, ginger beer. I think there's a grape.
Oh, there's a Coke. It's strawberry vanilla, I do believe, by Coke.
That sounds good.
Strawberry banana.
I hear you.
You said strawberry banana Coke.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm. Where do I
I
find that at?
I don't know. I could try
Uh,
that myself.
I saw it. I don't know what stores it's at, but I saw it at Ingles. But
Man, I haven't.
I don't think Ingles goes down to dirty.
No, Ingles stops at like in your area in Greenville.
I'm surprised they don't go south or east.
They
'Cause
do
if
go
you-
east, but like mid North Carolina, like Hickory, they don't. I don't think
It-
there might be some in Charlotte. I can't remember.
if you go out to Walhalla, after Walhalla, there's nothing.
No,
Walhalla.
there is nothing after Walhalla for sure.
And if you go north of Walhalla, there's like, again, near nothing.
Nothing until you get to Highlands, North Carolina,
Yeah.
which has an Ingles.
Oh, yes, there does. Because that one was flooded, I think, in the hurricane.
It could have been. I don't know.
Black Mountain was
90 million pictures.
extremely
And
damaged.
Dolly's sister ain't one.
And, yeah. And Dolly's sister ate one.
Say,
Okay.
how's Henley with the knee?
There it is. Boom, found it.
How's Henley in the knee?
That's me and Stella Pardon.
Oh, there she go. Hold on. Let me solo spotlight for everyone.
That's who you and who?
Dolly Parton's sister, Stella Pardon.
She does. So that's what Dolly must look like with less
And
makeup.
that's Float without a beard. I just had
Yeah.
that little chin hawk kicking.
Because Dolly has more makeup than anybody.
She can sing pretty good. She's not, Dolly, but
I'm sure if her sister practiced quite a bit, I'm sure she could carry a tune.
she's still
Well,
good.
Dolly's always said that all of her family could sing, every one
Yeah,
of
I
them.
mean, she still tours. Stella does. She came to our church at the time I was at, and
Stella!
hello.
Oh, Modern Family, where she goes, Stella. You remember that one?
I do.
That was a good one. That was a good show.
Modern Family's funny. It's a funny sheet.
You see Modern Family, haven't you, Flo?
Mm-mm.
No, they don't let him watch.
Oh, Flo.
I don't get to watch stuff like that. No.
His kids don't let him watch that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Float can what? Wait. Float can decide what Float wants to watch. Nobody decides what Float can watch.
You don't know the dynamics behind the scene. He can't watch. He wants to think he can, but he can't.
You tell him, Andrew.
Float decides what Float wants to watch, and if Float wants to watch it, he goes and finds it.
You tell
Float
him.
does what his children tell them to do.
Float does what he wants. I'm taking Rangers.
Sap suckers. Float does what he wants.
Float does what he wants. You suckers.
Speaking of which, I haven't seen.
So who all's in here? We always have this like steady 5 people that never comment, but are always lurking.
Yeah, who are you?
Who are you? Who?
All right, I'm gonna show you one picture, then I'm putting it down.
He's got to
When
show us another pig.
That's when I had the blue mohawk. I
Oh, check it out.
had the blue one. I used to have a burgundy one.
Is that blue almost match the shirt?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's raspberry blue.
you know I had to match, man. Come on.
Hell yeah, he got the matchy.
Is that like the slushy blue? Give me the blue
There you
slushies.
go. That it is. It's blue raspberry slushy blue.
You know the
And
flavor.
it might have been what
I love
happened. He might have
slushies.
just bought a cup of fucking slushy and dipped his head back in it.
Actually, that was the color of my kids' football team. So, you
Oh,
know,
there you go.
Ooh,
I was the crazy dad.
the crazy dad.
Hmm.
What are you throwing parties?
Oh yeah, man. Parties.
Me and
Yeah.
Henley had
What-
mohawks.
Nice. Together?
Mm,
Is there a motorcycle involved?
and we didn't have the flush with the. I mean, we had like the spikes.
Nice.
We left it long and
Ooh.
spiked it up. It was funny as hell.
I had black. My dad won black. I had burgundy and the blue.
Which one was your favorite one?
The blue.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Blue.
So did
Blue.
you like blue? Dirty?
I like watching Blue's Clues.
No, you had a mohawk.
I used to like watching Blue's Clues too. You just got a letter.
I think that guy's still around.
That that's the perfect thing. Tell us you have kids in your 20s without telling us you have kids in your 20s.
That's funny.
Because when I was in early high school, my brother's baritone teacher, he had young kids and they were watching Blue's Clues.
Yeah,
That thing is
That was
like,
Henley loved that show. And because and he didn't like it anyway, thank God, because I would not anything Barney was not allowed in the house. It was not allowed on the TV. It was I hated that stupid show, man.
I did too.
some are doing parodies of Baby Shark.
Had DuckTales, Big Red Dog.
Clifford.
Dude, I used to
Clifford.
watch DuckTales when I went home
Yeah.
for lunch because it was on Fox Network because DuckTales was on and then Rush Limbaugh came on and I'd watch
Oh!
DuckTales and wait for Rush Limbaugh to come on.
Yeah, man. I had to watch
That was my lunch,
Duck-
DuckTales and Rush Limbaugh, and then I went back to work.
That's good.
If Rush had done one of the DuckTale characters, that would have been
funny.
that would have made Dirty's day.
Oh, it would have.
All right, you sapsuckers. I'm yawning. I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, me too. It's 12:06. Boys
Yep.
and girls, it's time to go.
We out of here.
Dirty far asleep. Float
We outta
the
here.
far asleep in the chair.
Oh, say goodbye, boys and girls.
Goodbye, boys and girls. Don't forget.
This podcast about everything yet nothing at all, as you could if you paid attention all night. You obviously you got that right. Yeah. Tell them
Yeah.
what love is. Float.
Love is like a river. No, love.
Tell me what love is.
Yeah, love is. Love always wins, y'all. Y'all remember that. Y'all.